Folks, today we're here on top of Lookout Mountain. And we're gonna head into Ruby Falls. We have explored Lookout Mountain, but never Ruby Falls. Dawn, are you ready?
Ready, let's do it.
Let's do this. Welcome to Ruby Falls, and today we're on top of Lookout Mountain overlooking Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we're here at Ruby Falls. So Ruby Falls is pretty much an elevator down into a cave with a beautiful waterfall in here. So in about 10 minutes we're gonna take an elevator going down into the cavern to see beautiful Ruby Falls. I'm super stoked for this. They have a little gift shop here that we're kind of, just kind of lounging around, taking a look at things. I like that book, The Haunted South. Then they also have Haunted Chattanooga. And then they have Civil War Ghost of North Georgia. They got a lot of really cool, like, haunted type books. And I think you got to get rock candy when you're at Ruby Falls. I think it's a thing.
Probably is a thing.
It is. Beautiful crystals, some rocks, and some raptor toenails there, or claws, I guess. I always like looking at all the different t-shirts they have for attractions. This one here is kind of nice. It's for little kids. And if you're into collecting pins, they have one for Ruby Falls. Yeah, they're $5. It's actually pretty reasonable. We've been to the top of Lookout Mountain. We've done the incline. We've been to Rock City. But today, after doing Ruby Falls, we would have done all the big attractions up here. There are no restrooms in the cave, so you might want to make sure you take care of that before heading down in the elevator.
Falls. The miracle of nature you're about to explore was discovered by a stroke of luck when one man followed a big dream. Your adventure begins as we descend 2.6 feet into an underground deep inside Lookout Mountain. For safety, as you exit the elevator, please stay with your group. Watch your step and head. Use the handrails with the light.
But they have to make sure it's the other way out. Or stairs out. But you gotta wait till everything goes out before we do.
So we're down in these caverns. Yeah, they're nicely paved walkways.
All right, guys, welcome to the Caverns. My name is Gwen, and I am going to be your guide to the fall and back to the elevator. I do ask that we stay together at all times.
And it's nice and cool down here. Low ceilings, kind of like a lot of the other caves that we have visited in the past. But the floors are at least nice so far anyways. Yeah.
Ruby Falls.
I like being down in caves. It's fun. I guess if you're claustrophobic, it's probably not the place for you. But.
Sides are low.
We are going to get this party started. I like it. I'm the only one that's excited about it. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I was in shock.
This is a pretty big group down here. And we've been to a lot of different cave tours. And they're usually smaller groups, so I don't know if that'll take away from anything.
going to repeat, let us all stay together at all times. There will be times I ask you guys to pull over. On the way to the fall, any group we encounter, we pull over. On the way from the fall, we will have the right of way and they will pull over for us. We have low ceilings, narrow passageways, damp passageways. The drops of water that fall from the cave, we call those cave kisses. It's supposed to be good luck to be kissed by the cave. But the cave is a sloppy kisser. It does not care where it kisses you.
Looking into a dark hole deep inside a mountain. Some folks might call it wise to turn back in favor of sunlight and certainty. Take the easy path. Miss the detour that just might lead to something far more extraordinary. Sometimes, some people, not me. When my Ruby moved away to Tennessee, I could have stayed put, but I followed her south. She was my high school sweetheart. Usually, those things don't work out, but she's my wife now. So yes, that was the right call. Ruby and I have seen just about everything together. We come around a bend and see a new adventure. She takes my hand and off we go. Now, the minute I heard the historic tales of Lookout Mountain Cave, I felt that first pull. The mountain calling me in. I wanted everyone to see this underground cathedral, but the entrance was sealed. The railroad needed that passage for their line. Time to give up the dream, right? No, sir. I started planning. It took near a decade. Investors took a chance on us, and we bought the land above the cave. The autumn leaves were falling as we started drilling in 1928. We were on our way, opening a new entrance into the cave. The crew worked around the clock, cutting a shaft for an elevator. That's right, an elevator. 420 feet straight into the heart of the mountain. We pulled up bucket after bucket of limestone, enough to build a castle. Then, at 260 feet, the unexpected happened. A burst of air from an opening into the unknown, 18 inches tall. I swear it summoned me. If our drills hadn't stayed true, if our aim had been a few feet in either direction, we would have missed it. Something we weren't even looking for in the first place, but we found it. Or maybe it found us. So down we went, crawling through the dark, with the mountain on our heads. We crawled for an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours before we could stand. Ruby's up there, waiting for me. But the same thing pulling me back is pushing me forward, towards hidden beauty in the heart of this fine earth, a treasure worthy of her name. I know we're down deep, farther down than we ever expected to go. I imagined all the people that might come after us to this place, to see something they've never seen before, something they'll never see if we turn back now. Hours later, we crawled out of the dark, forever changed. It's the anticipation of what lies ahead that pushes us forward, that draws us to explore. Sometimes the unknown is the greatest adventure.
Thank you! Now watch your footing. Your hands in relationship to the ceiling and use the handrails where available.
For the divers.
You got stalactites and then stalagmites, right? Did you get kissed by the cave? So yeah, it's a little wet. So you do gotta duck down a little bit. It hasn't been real bad, but and there's some beautiful formations I've seen already. This site marks where Leo Lambert was first able to stand. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, so it opens up real tall, and you can feel a gust of wind coming at you, but it's oh wow. Oh, it's gonna start getting a little tight in here, huh? Yeah.
Watch your head.
Yeah. There's a line of folks.
All right, guys, here they come. Remember, smiles on faces and awkward places.
Oh,
All right.
so there's another group coming through.
This is gonna be weird. Or tight. Watch your head. I don't.
Hi group, we're gonna do a bit of a duck action here. I always feel like a little dwarf in a cave and everything. I hope.
Cabin for tours on June 6, 1930.
I think it's just an audio.
Building up to that big day, we blasted through the mountain using 15,000 pounds of dynamite and pulled out 5 million pounds of limestone to create the elevation.
My head isn't even close to the top.
We used that limestone to build the Caverns Castle, which some call the world's most magnificent cave entrance. We carefully planned the trail through the cavern to avoid disturbing the underground streams and ancient formations. Stalagmites rising up from the ground, stalactites suspended from the ceiling, and columns where the two meet and join together. All created by water and the mineral calcite dripping through the cracks in the limestone.
So this here is the cactus and the candle. Oh wow. And there's a lot of beautiful formations here. It opens up quite big, at least in this area. The crystal chandelier. Oh wow. Yeah, that is amazing. And a totem pole. So that must be the totem pole there.
Couldn't be me, but I appreciate it.
Dawn, are you scared of the dark? It's lit up in here.
Not touch the ceiling either. See it?
Oh yeah, it is a donkey. It's like its rear end. Yeah. Oh wow. There's a lot of really cool rooms and stuff in here. We're heading into the onyx jungle. It looks like some rocks have fallen, but this rock here is holding up the other one.
All right, guys. Right in front of us, this is the Leaning Tower. It is a column formation. It is estimated to be 3 to 5 million years old. And they date it based on the size. On average, these formations are growing a half an inch every 100 years. Right here is Miss Myrtle the turtle. And bless the heart, she's been climbing that a long time and not making much progress. I do have a second audio. This audio is going to tell you how the formations get their size, shape, and color. And guys, don't forget to look up. There's a lot going on up above your head there.
Nature is a patient artist. With a growth rate of only half an inch every 100 years, the creation of formations in the cave spans centuries. Their distinctive shapes are miraculous. Fabric-like draperies flowing from limestone, curly helictites defying gravity, delicate straw-shaped capillary tubes hanging from the ceiling, and mounds of flowstone resembling lava. The shapes are determined by location and rate of water flow, with mineral content influencing their color. White from calcium carbonate, brownish red from iron oxide, and black from manganese. Every formation is a unique work of art.
We are now approximately halfway to the falls. For your safety, please watch your head, use handrails as provided, and stay with your guide.
Oh yeah, it is. It looks like a fish.
That's true. Because that's how he felt.
That does look like a turtle.
I don't see it.
Whatever shakes. My phone sent me a notification saying send your location via satellite. My phone gets it fast. Yeah, it says send your location via satellite. Oh. Never seen that. Dragon's foot? It does look like a dragon's foot. Dragon's foot. It's Anderson. That's a pretty color. The northern lights, the northern lights.
Wait, what is the reason? Yeah. This thing. This like.
Always brings a smile to my face.
No, that idea.
Sometimes
And potato chips.
Tobacco leaves.
Yep.
It does look like that.
That's just so fucking weird, honestly. Tobacco. I don't know what tobacco is.
Upstairs. Oh boy.
Oh wow, some Niagara Falls. Wow.
Here go the stairs. More stairs. More stairs.
Look, it's the original sheet that right there.
Stairs.
Get out of there.
Yeah, it gets a little tight in this area.
is not dangerous. They literally made this joke. It's not dangerous.
Simply put, guys, any water activity up there, be it rain, irrigation, water in the lawns, a lot of that water makes its way into the cavern. It comes in through any crook, crevice, or cranny that it can find. Now, cave, cavern. This is a cavern. What makes it a cavern, guys, it does not have a natural opening to the outside. Remember, he punched a hole in here. And because it is a cavern, caves have a natural opening to the outside. Now, because it is a cavern, that is the reason that it is unlikely that you will find animals in here. And that is the reason I will work in here. Now, the cavern itself, over 30 million years old. It used to be totally underwater. So once that water started to subside, it rushed through the cavern and carved out the atrium-like walls that you're going to see in the fall room. The fall is impressive, guys, but it does fluctuate with the weather. Those walls are my same wow moment every time I go into the room. So I do encourage you, before you leave the room, take in the room in its entirety. It's pretty spectacular, guys.
So we're 1,020 feet under the surface. And as soon as we make this turn here, we will see Ruby Falls. It's a pretty big room.
And you guys can go all the way up.
And we have made it. Look at that. Wow. Ruby Falls. Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
It's breathtaking.
It is. It's really, it's amazing. Yeah, I love the formations. They got a lot of really nice formations. Whoa, low overhead.
We're not going to have friends. It's okay, I'll just give them a leave. Yeah, oh, this is what they're talking about. Where our bat lives.
Gotta watch that you don't bump your head on things.
See, this is
Very pretty.
This is the mirror pool.
I only work out my legs, sorry.
So we're in Leo's Passage.
stinking potatoes.
Future generations, breathtaking views create waterfalls.
Well, let's go ahead and walk out to the tower. So they said they used a lot of the rock from in the cavern to build this tower here. Of course, beautiful views of Chattanooga from up here too. Oh my goodness, look at the view. That was a great time. We went 1,000 feet below the surface, and the caverns were wide. Unless you're like 6 foot tall, there might be a few spots there. We had a duck
really duck.
But it wasn't bad. I mean, we've been to a lot of caverns. We've been to Mammoth. We've been to a lot in the Sevier County area, and there's a lot of, this one here is a lot of fun. The only downside with this tour, particularly, is there's a lot of folks. I mean, these groups are like a lot of folks, so it's kind of hard to hear the tour guide. Where if you do like Forbidden Caverns in Sevierville, they're usually groups of like 10 or less, and you get more information and you learn more about it. Here, this kind of like rush a lot of folks through. But yeah, it was great. It cost us $58, I think, with tax and everything. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Folks, that's gonna do it for today here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Beautiful Chattanooga behind us. You guys like this vlog?
Give it a thumbs up.
Also, if you haven't, please subscribe so you don't miss these upcoming road trip adventures. And until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye everyone.